Bengal Global Business Summit as organized through the very esteemed Spanish organizations and institutions and individual dignitaries. And at the very outset, let me present and introduce to you now Her Excellency, the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee. She represents and leads by people's mandate about 110 million people in the east of our country, India. West Bengal is a premier state of India, and Mamata Banerjee has been governing it for last 12 years now. She has been earlier a national parliamentarian, a 7 times MP, has held important ministries of railways, coal and mines, youth and sports, etc. in the federal government of India for decades. Now, at the helm of administration in the state of West Bengal for 12 years now, she is focused on, the reason why she comes here today, growth, industrial and business resurgence, creation of employment, creation of wealth for the enormous social security which she provides to 110 million people in the state. She has come here in search of international investments in her quest to modernize Bengal. The welcome address now will be delivered by His Excellency Dinesh K. Patnaik, Ambassador of India to Spain and Andorra.
Thank you very much. I would like to welcome the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Srimati Mamata Banerjee, to this occasion today. You don't need an extra chair. Just put it out. That's okay. Fine. No, thank you very much, all of you. I would like to extend a warm welcome to Srimati Mamata Banerjee, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, for coming here to Spain. For long, we have been talking about how India is a union of states. It's not just a big country with the world's largest population today, but a country whose strength comes from all its states put together. And some of the states are stronger than others, but they need an international presence. Many of them have been working with countries across the world. We've had visits from a lot of people from across India, from the different states, and we're looking forward to having more states visiting different countries across the world. So in that sense, this is one of the first visits of a state of India, which is West Bengal, to Spain. Now, to give you in context what is West Bengal, Spain has a population of 47 million people. West Bengal has a population of 110 million people. So the whole question is that you are a state which is far bigger than many of the states across the world. If it was independent, it would be a country. It's like California is the 4th largest economy in the world. Bengal in itself would be one of the largest countries in the world. Bengali is one of the largest spoken languages in the world. If you look at it, it's always English, Chinese, Spanish, Hindi, then comes Bengali. It's one of the largest spoken languages in the world. At one time, it led the industrial revolution of India. All industries were in West Bengal. And today, in the last few years, under the guidance of the Chief Minister, West Bengal is coming back again to becoming one of the leading industrial areas of the world. So I will not take much of your time because I want you to listen to her. But we are happy the delegation is here. More important than that, she's accompanied by a very strong business delegation. Business delegation which represents all variety of interests that West Bengal is capable of. And I would request all other businessmen from Spain and everybody else, especially those who are interested to doing business in India, to talk to these businessmen after this meeting so that we can work out more details in future. Thank you very much, and I hope for a good.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have pleasure to introduce here now former Indian cricket team captain, Mr. Sourav Ganguly, who has since joined here. He is a sports legend of India, an icon and a formidable role model. But from today's business conference point of view, we may recall and particularly emphasize and invite him here on the dais and say that he now inhabits a fine confluence of sports, culture, entertainment, investment, and industry. We will shortly request him to share his business road vision, but meanwhile, a short film on business opportunities in West Bengal.
শহরে মোরে আরো 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 দাও প্রাণ
I now request Dr. H.K. Dwivedi, Chief Secretary, West Bengal, Head of the Civil Service in the state, to make his introductory context-setting remarks.
Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, His Excellency Mr. Dinesh Patnaik, Indian Ambassador to Spain, Ms. Alicia Donoso, Director General International Trade and Investment, Minocotur, Ms. Juan Entre Canales, President, Spain Indian Council Foundation, President, Spanish Chambers of Commerce, Shri Saurabh Ganguly, the international cricket icon, dear distinguished guests, eminent dignitaries, and respected industry leaders, good morning and welcome to the business conference on Bengal Global Business Summit here in Madrid. I have the honor and proud privilege of representing the state of Bengal, a state that is as diverse in its economic opportunities as it is in its cultural heritage. We are here in the beautiful city of Madrid to showcase our achievements and investment opportunities which the state has to offer. Under the dynamic leadership of our Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee, the state has made rapid strides in all facets of development, be it economic, social, or cultural. Today, West Bengal is among the top Indian states. The delegation has top business houses of the country, a virtual who's who of the Indian industry, who have not only invested heavily in the state, but other parts of the country and abroad. Many of them also have business investments and interest in Spain. Some of them today will share their experiences about the investments in the state. We also have among us representatives from the field of education, culture, sports, who are looking for opportunities to explore and deepen their engagements with their counterparts in Spain. Only yesterday, a historic day for the football lovers of West Bengal and Spain. A MOU was signed between the renowned La Liga of Spain and government of West Bengal for deeper engagements between the two for the development of the football state in the state. While West Bengal is endowed with favorable agroclimatic zones that make it one of the most leading producers of various food products, the state also boasts of a strong manufacturing base across multiple sectors, ranging from iron and steel, mining, coal-based methane, fertilizers, cement, textiles, railway manufacturing, agriculture and agri-products, pisciculture, dairy, poultry, gems and jewelry, garments and apparel, leather manufacturing, food and agri-based products, light engineering, petrochemicals, among other sectors, thereby offering promising investment opportunities to investors. We also have a vibrant and a thriving MSME sector. Our state is also home to a burgeoning IT industry with the establishment of Silicon Valley Hub in Kolkata. The IT industry in the state can boast of a presence of all world-leading IT companies employing millions of people. With the constant guidance and support of our dynamic Chief Minister, the state has introduced a large number of reforms in the regulatory environment under the ease of doing business umbrella. The investor-friendly approach and all-round e-governance initiatives have made investment in the state seamless and hassle-free. These initiatives have won national and international recognition. As we stand committed on our journey forward, we invite you to be part of the West Bengal's vibrant growth story. The next Bengal Global Business Summit, the flagship event of the West Bengal government, will be held on the 21st to 23rd November. We invite you all to be our partners. I conclude by taking this opportunity to welcome you all to our home state, the state of West Bengal, and witness for yourself the opportunities that exist for a mutual growth. And thank you all for taking your precious time out for being here. We look forward for a long-term engagement between us for our mutual growth. Thank you and Jai Hind.
As the Chief Secretary says, Her Excellency the Chief Minister of West Bengal is being accompanied by some of the top league business persons from India, many of them having very global overseas experiences and operations also. And at the very beginning, among them, I invite Mr. Tarun Jhunjhunwala, Group President, Reliance Industries, to share experience here. A globally known industry giant, Reliance Group's business interests include telecom, power, energy and gas, media and entertainment, petrochemicals, plastic and polymer, biotechnology, and pharmaceuticals. One of the largest corporations in the world, the Reliance Group makes us proud by joining the Honorable Chief Minister in seeking investments for West Bengal.
Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Madam Mamata Banerjee, His Excellency Mr. Dinesh Patnaik, Ambassador of India to Spain, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a privilege and honor for me to participate in this business summit being held in this beautiful and historical Spanish city of Madrid, the city that certainly can boast of its rich repositories of European art and culture and globally renowned lifestyle brands. Zara has become a household name in India. The bond between Spain and Bengal was perhaps cemented way back in 1915, when the famous and prolific Spanish poet cum writer and Nobel laureate Juan Ramon Jimenez Mantecon and his would-be wife Zenobia Camprubí translated the book The Crescent Moon into Spanish, La Luna Nueva, a book that was written by Rabindranath Tagore, the most illustrious son of Bengal and also a Nobel laureate. Together they translated many more books of Tagore. History has it that in a letter written to Zenobia once, Tagore said, "I believe there is something in the atmosphere and in the physical aspects of your motherland, somewhat similar to those in ours, which bring my lyrics close to your heart. Tagore wanted to come to Spain, but he could not come here, though he had completed all the preparations to visit your wonderful country. Esteemed guests, the tune and rhythm of the world of art and literature that connected Spain and Bengal in the 20th century continues to ring even today. And thus, perhaps it is no coincidence that Spain was the theme country of this year's International Kolkata Book Fair, which is billed as Asia's biggest book fair. Many leading Spanish authors graced the book fair by their august presence. While it was literature and art that connected Spain and Bengal in the 20th century, the 21st century, now we are here from Bengal to foster trade ties. Before I give this august gathering a glimpse on how Bengal has become best Bengal under the stewardship of our Honorable Chief Minister and is making rapid strides towards industrialization, I will take a few minutes to give you a glimpse of my company, Reliance, and its association with Bengal. Reliance is India's largest private sector company and amongst the top 100 globally, with revenues of US dollars 130 billion and net profit of US dollars 10 billion. Its operations goes across textiles to polyesters to polymers to refining to retail to digital services to new energy, financial services, media, and sports. Reliance has created world-scale businesses. We are world's largest and most integrated oil-to-chemical player. Our retail business is amongst top 10 retailers globally. We have forayed into partnerships with global brands like Bali, Balenciaga, Canali, Armani, Hugo Boss, Ferragamo, Xenia, to name only a few. Our digital services platform has crossed the milestone of 450 million subscriber base, with the fastest ever 5G rollout of this scale anywhere in the world. We are now India's largest bioenergy producer. Our financial services business is a joint venture with world's largest asset management company, BlackRock. Investments of over 18 billion from the likes of Google, Facebook, Qualcomm, Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia, Qatar investment authorities, to name a few, is a testament to Reliance's international stature and credibility. We have also made significant overseas acquisitions in various high technology startups on one side, and the famous British toy maker Hamleys, and the Mandarin Oriental, the luxury hotel in New York, on the other side. Over the last decade, we have invested over $5 billion US dollars in Bengal in the field of telecommunication, retail, and allied services. What has spurred us to invest in Bengal is the industry-friendly environment and the policies of our state government, and above all, the unflinching support of our Honorable Chief Minister. My chairman, Mr. Mukesh Ambani, had promised that we will remain a steady partner in Bengal's industrial progress. Staying true to his commitment, we continue to invest in Bengal across all business verticals. Bengal has truly achieved significant all-round economic and social progress and has focused on improving quality of life of its citizens. Reliance has had an enriching journey in Bengal, and I am confident your experience will not be any different. I appeal to you to participate in the industrial resurgence of our state, and together we will make it a truly bounteous Bengal. Muchas gracias.
We now introduce Titagarh Rail Systems Limited as an Indian multinational based out of Bengal. The company is a manufacturer of primarily freight and passenger rolling stock in railways, and the group's interests now also spread across defense and shipbuilding. Its acquisition of Firema Transport in Italy makes it really global. Their manufacturing skills are now seen in semi-high-speed trains and metro rails across India and Europe. Mr. Chaudhary, Umesh Chaudhary, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Titagarh Rail Systems Limited, will share his experiences.
Thank you, sir. Our respected Honorable Chief Minister, the Ambassador of India to Spain, dignitaries on the dais, friends from the industry, both from India and from Spain. A very good afternoon to all of you. It's indeed a great honor for me to be able to be sharing my experiences about doing business in West Bengal, particularly with respect to having experienced doing businesses in other parts of the world, including Europe. Just to give you a little introduction, the company I represent is into the engineering manufacturing sector, primarily into railways and a little bit into defense and shipbuilding. We are one of the largest railway systems manufacturers in India with manufacturing presence in Italy. And we employ more than 10,000 people in the state of West Bengal, with an order book which is being executed from the state for almost $3.5 billion US. West Bengal has been a leader in many sectors, including the railways, which is, and I was talking to some people right now, which has not been very well marketed everywhere in the world. Particularly under the leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister in the last 12, 13 years, there are certain very important landmarks that have been achieved in the state of West Bengal. We've had absolutely zero labor trouble. Not even a single man-day has been lost in the state of West Bengal on account of industrial unrest. And I'm sure that this would be music to the ears, particularly for the friends who are doing businesses in Europe, because I have experienced the challenges particularly in this aspect of doing business in Europe. Apart from that, the infrastructure, the good governance, the promptness, and most importantly, the warmth of the government led directly from the front by the Honorable Chief Minister. Every businesses have their ups and downs. Every industry faces challenges. What is important when the challenges are faced is that you have to have a guardian. You have to have a whole hand which is willing to hold your hand and walk you through those rough patches. And that is what West Bengal does for you. So friends, without taking much time, and I'm sure everybody is very keen and impatient to listen to the Honorable Chief Minister, I would, on behalf of the state, on my behalf, being a citizen of the state, invite all of you to experience Bengal, to invest in Bengal, to trade with Bengal, and visit Bengal. So thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity.
Imami Limited is another company based out of Bengal, but having operations in 70 countries from South and Southeast Asia to Africa to Europe. With industrial interest in personal care and healthcare, edible oil, biodiesel, newsprint, and paperboard manufacturing, Imami is playing globally. And Mr. Aditya Agarwal, Director Imami Limited, will now share his perspective.
Thank you, sir. Our beloved Didi, Mamata Banerjee, Chief Minister of West Bengal, Dada Saurav Ganguly, and Ambassador to Spain, Mr. Patnaik, and the other dignitaries on the dais. I, Aditya Vardhan Agarwal, take this privilege of representing the diversified Imami Group based in Bengal. We enjoy the leadership presence in various sectors. And with a turnover of around $4 billion, $4 billion US, and a valuation of $7 billion US, we have more than 450 products. And our products are available in around 5 million outlets in India and used by 65 million households in India. Imami today also owns the Imami East Bengal Football Club, one of the most iconic and the leading football clubs of India, with a fan base of over 50 million. West Bengal is a powerhouse of opportunities and offers boundless amount of resources, be it natural, man-made, or the highly skilled human resources. the state also offers, you can think of everything and anything to ensure ease in setting up business. With a stable and an able government under the leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister, whom we fondly refer to as Didi, West Bengal is an ideal investment destination and provides every support to industry. A single window agency, Shilpo Shati, or State Investment Facilitation Center ensures great ease of doing business. West Bengal is a state which nurtures growth, and we welcome you all to be a part of this growth story. Our Didi is always there with her arms spread to welcome you, to guide you, and to support you. Thank you.
We will now move over to a little frontier area. Great Eastern Energy is the first company in India to start commercial production of CBM gas in the country, and they have a major block in West Bengal. With Mr. Prashant Modi, Managing Director and CEO, Great Eastern Energy Corporation Limited in the advance guard, West Bengal is positioned to take globally significant steps in hydrocarbon industry. Mr. Modi discusses his plans now.
Thank you, Alapan sir. Respected Didi, Excellencies, dignitaries, friends. I'm Prashant Modi. The company I represent is Great Eastern Energy Corporation. We're in the business of exploration, production, and development of coal bed methane gas, which is a natural gas, and now expanding into even shale gas. With a large resource of 10.62 trillion cubic feet and a planned investment of over $3 billion in the next decade, we are truly privileged to be in the state of West Bengal. Our family has worked in several states in India, but the kind of transparency, the kind of reforms at the ground level, the kind of law and order, and the ease of doing business in West Bengal is truly remarkable. My father has been in business for maybe 60 years, and he tells me, he said he has never worked in a state like West Bengal. With the, attention to detail from the top, if there are any issues, there is full support from every department, come what may, and things get done. When Bengal means business. Other states says, in Hindi, if I can say, ho jayega, when it means it will get done. Other states don't mean it. In Bengal, when it says it gets done, it gets done. And 100% of our business interests are only in Bengal and will remain in Bengal. And we continue to seek Didi's guidance and support and invite all of you to invest in this beautiful state of Bengal. And you're all welcome. Thank you so much.
From the Indian business side, our final speaker is Mr. Shashwat Goenka from the RP Sanjeev Goenka Group. RP Sanjeev Goenka Group is one of the mightiest industrial business groups of India, with strong presence in several sectors from power to retail and FMCG. Again, based out of Bengal, they're basically playing globally. Mr. Shashwat Goenka, the water-educated scion of the famed business family, shares his roadmap for Bengal resurgence.
Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, Chief Secretary Mr. Dwivedi, Mr. Saurav Ganguly, His Excellency Mr. Patnaik, other dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. At the outset, my group has invested over $3 billion in West Bengal over the last few years, and it has been a rewarding experience to say the least. The state administration, led by the Chief Secretary, has been phenomenal, has been extremely responsive. They have been efficient, they have been quick. Under the guidance and leadership of the Honorable Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee, every decision gets taken very fast and in the best interest of the state. The focus is on the state's progress. It's a very proactive administration. They want investment. We have invested, and our investments have done extremely well. It is a good place for investment, it is right for investment. Please come and invest in Bengal. You will find in the West Bengal government a facilitator, a guide, a mentor, and a partner. The Honorable Chief Minister leads the state admirably. Bengal was earlier famous for lockouts and loss of man days. During her term, this has gone down to zero. There has been no labor unrest at all. Decision-making is quick, the leadership is very mature, and the state exemplifies effective governance. It is a state which has one of the highest state GDPs, and it is a state that is growing at one of the fastest rates in India. Bengal is, and I say from my personal experience, a wonderful place to invest. We, as a business group, invest across the world, including in Europe and in America, and I must say that our investments in West Bengal have given us our highest returns. To conclude, Bengal means growth, Bengal means business. Please come, please invest, and enjoy the opportunity that Bengal offers to you. Thank you.
We shall now hear three distinguished and very esteemed dignitaries of Spain to know about their thoughts. I first invite Mr. Jaime Montalvo, International Director, Spain Chamber of Commerce, to address us.
Your Excellency, Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Your Excellency, the Ambassador, dear Ambassador of India to Spain, Director General of Trade and Investment of the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Tourism, Mr. President of Spain-India Council Foundation, distinguished members of West Bengal delegation, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, a very good morning. I have some words in Spanish, but before I switch into Spanish, I'd like foremost, on behalf of Spain Chamber of Commerce and the Confederation of Spanish Business Organizations, COE, who couldn't be here today, thank you all for participating in this business meeting, organized extremely well by the embassy, whose support we always count all the business and institutions that come from Spain today. The warmest welcome to Spain, to the Honorable Chief Minister, to all of you. It's been a pleasure having the opportunity to have you here, to address you all. And after the addresses of our colleagues, we feel much more excited. So if you allow me, I will turn into Spanish. I had my words prepared in Spanish. My apologies for that. Señora Chief Minister, su presencia hoy con nosotros nos brinda la posibilidad de
possibility to bring us closer to unique investment opportunities in West Bengal, which will be the strong focus of the Bengal Business Global Summit to be held on the 21st of November in Calcutta. India is today a key foremost global player as a main demographic power and the fifth largest economy in the world. The country provides unique investment opportunities at a very affordable competitive cost, an economy in constant transformation, experiencing major growth rates in the last decades. It has a robust industry and also an exporting industry in expansion. West Bengal is at the forefront of such power that India represents. The Indian government is carrying out numerous reforms which we kindly appreciate, which are necessary for the country to continue such productivity, which is unevenly distributed among different industries, and thus consolidating as one of the leading players in the organization of the global supply chains that is taking at the moment. We are fully aware that West Bengal plays an outstanding role in such transformation in India, with 110 million citizens and whose GDP, nominal GDP, has tripled in the last decade. The government of West Bengal has clearly shown its strong commitment towards the modernization of the state with the deliberalization and the investment in highly productive industries. We positively value the tremendous investments in infrastructures carried out by the state with the aim of accelerating industrialization, improving connectivity in the region, and boosting international investments and international growth, getting closer to other Asian hubs. Such favorable scenario, which has been witnessed today with numerous speakers, has translated as follows. West Bengal has been experiencing double-digit growth in the last 8 or 9 years, which makes it one of the leading drivers and growth engines in India. And it is also a source of FDI, as it will be witnessed in the Bengal Global Business Summit. As you all know, India and Spain maintain a key strategic alliance on the economic field. More than 230 companies have a footprint in India today, and they are active in numerous industries where they are leaders worldwide: textile, tourism, automotion, and infrastructures, and where they are working closer together with your partners, with you, the companies. It is undoubtedly those industries where we know strongly that cooperation could be even further, thanks to the cooperation from the West Bengal companies, and we strongly believe this session is going to be most fruitful. The Spanish Chambers of Commerce are fully committed towards enriching the cooperation agreement with India throughout different alliances, through the ICC and FIC, with which we deployed the CEO forum between India and Spain. The Spanish Chamber of Commerce is also likewise an active member of the Spain-India Council Foundation, which is a substantial instrument for diplomacy and strengthening the relations between both countries. I would like to conclude by stating that this chamber system empowers companies, providing them with information, especially for SMEs, connecting markets and improving the exchanges and investments, always under a framework of a public-private partnership that we are always defending and representing. And I would like to take the opportunity to mention that the Spanish Chamber of Commerce in India has carried out a marvelous endeavor, promoting bilateral relations, but also contributing with its services and activities, ensuring that the business communities are even more united. You can count on all of our support going forward, and you can always have on your side. And I would like to finish with this reflection, thanking you once again for your presence here today, and hopefully this is going to be a most fruitful session. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Montalvo. We now request Ms. Alicia Varela Donoso, Director General of the International Trade and Investment Mincotur. Basically, she represents the Spanish Government Ministry of Trade and Investment. Ms. Donoso, please.
Good morning to everyone, and of course, principally to the Chief Minister of Western Bengal, of course also to the Ambassador to the Kingdom of Spain of India. Like my predecessor, I have my words in Spanish, so I'm afraid I'm going to switch, but I wanted also to thank the distinguished business delegation that comes with the Chief Minister in this historical visit, because as the ambassador has mentioned, it's the first time that Western Bengal comes to Spain, to approach and incentivize bilateral business. So switching to Spain, I wanted to mention that basically la visita de la ministra es
So what I basically
especialmente
wanted to
valiosa
say
por lo
is
que
that
tiene
the
de
Honorable Minister of West
incrementar las
Bengal's
relaciones
visit to
económicas
Spain is very
bilaterales
special because
y
it can
con
make
India en general
bilateral
y
relations
con
grow
la occidental.
between India and Spain, and particularly West Bengal and Spain. In the current economic and geopolitical context, the cooperation between India and Spain, and of course West Bengal and Spain, help us face successfully the challenges that all economies are facing. These two countries share democratic values, a liberal economy. That brings us close together and makes us reliable to do business together across our two markets. And as the international director of the Spanish Chamber of Commerce, India has applied the right industrial policy changes and structural changes that have made it the fifth economy in the world. Back in 2016, it was number 10, and now it's number 5. So this is a very rapid change, and I know the authorities are working to make India the third economy in the world, which is perfectly feasible for them because they have the right mix of features that are the key of economic success. First, they have a great market, 1.4 billion potential consumers in India. It is a very dynamic market, and demographically, it is very young and very innovative. The technological capacities they have are extraordinary. We saw one example this very summer. India has taken a robot to the South Pole of India, and I am sure that has made the nation very proud. But also, Spaniards are proud because our humanity as a whole has reached a new frontier. The labor market is extremely skilled, and Indians have a very entrepreneurial mindset, which makes India a very appealing market for investors. So India is increasingly appealing more FDI to the country, and without a doubt, West Bengal is benefiting from that. At the same time, it's large corporations, some of them are present here today. The national champions are increasingly having a bigger market share abroad. And then Spain has been very dynamic over the last few years as well. The Next Generation EU funds have a lot to do with that. Funds are being driven towards the future industries that's modernizing our economy, and eventually that will lead to greater efficiency. That is why our growth prospects continue to be above the European average. Economic relations between the two countries are increasing. In the last 2 years, the numbers have been very relevant. In 2021, the commercial exchanges between Spain and India was 5.7 million euros. That's 30% more than the year prior. And in 2022, the number was 7.5. So a 32% increase. In the first 2 months of the year, Spanish exports have reached 908.5 million euros, and imports from India are 350 million euros. Both flows show a positive trend. In terms of investment, as Mr. Montalvo said, the stock of invested is 1.2 billion euros in 2021. That's the last available figure, and that would be ranking as number 38 for Spanish investments abroad. And there are 200 more Spanish companies that have invested in India.
India is investing increasingly more in Spain. The investment stock is some 410 million euros in 2021. That's the latest figure available. There are 82 Indian companies that have invested in Spain. We're talking about high-tech industries, automotive industry, the pharma industry, but there are others. West Bengal, you've seen this in the video, and you've heard from about this very prosperous region in India. It's the 6th largest state in India in terms of GDP, 4th in terms of population. Kolkata, the capital city, is a cultural reference worldwide and definitely in the country, and that is why cultural exchanges with Spain are very intense. As Mr. Montalvo mentioned, Spain has been the guest country at the International Book Fair in Kolkata this year. There is huge potential to tap, however. There are only 3 companies producing in this region of the world. Out of the 230 in Spanish companies in India, only 3 are in West Bengal. That is why I particularly appreciate the Chief Minister's visit, because I believe this is going to make relations with West Bengal thrive. There have been some initiatives from Spain. Our economic advisor at the embassy recently visited Kolkata as part of the ISEX program. She presented projects interesting for investors. And 3 projects actually became successful, so that means the visit was very fruitful. In any case, Spain is particularly committed and wants to promote institutional and economic relations with India and West Bengal in particular. Let me just mention that the first Vice President of Government, so far this year, she's traveled twice to India in the framework of G20, and she's held very relevant meetings with members of government in India and also with large corporations. In April this year, in Delhi, the 22nd meeting of the Mixed Commission for Economic Cooperation between India and Spain took place. It was chaired by Spain, the Secretary of Commerce, and then in India, the Commerce Secretary. One of the goals of this mixed commission was to identify sectors where we had shared interest, where Spain and India can cooperate. The Secretary of State chaired a meeting with business people and a pre-meeting for the CEOs of India and Spain meeting. This type of forum was created back in 2017 during the visit of Mr. Modi, the Prime Minister. We believe it is most interesting to have this type of meeting, and we should maybe hold another session of this forum, and the top representatives of companies in both countries could meet. This really favors business alliances. All the milestones I have mentioned reinforce how important and interesting it is to collaborate commercially with West Bengal. It is a very important state. You've heard the economic figures and demographics and culture. And Spanish companies should learn more about West Bengal. We believe there are many business opportunities. We must continue to work on current lines of collaboration and in new ones. And I would like to thank the Chief Minister for her visit and for driving forth relations between West Bengal and Spain. And I really do hope that the Bengal Global Business Summit 2023 will stir an interest in Spanish companies to do business and learn more about West Bengal. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope this meeting will be very successful.
Thank you, Ms. Alicia Donoso. We now request Mr. Juan Ignacio Entrecanals, President of the Spain-India Council Foundation, to address us.
Well, thank you. Good morning, Chief Minister, Ambassador Patnaik, distinguished guests, authorities, colleagues, and friends. I'm deeply honored to address this prestigious business conference aimed to explore the vast business opportunity presented by the state of West Bengal. I am president of the Spain-India Council Foundation, a non-profit organization committed to fostering strong ties and promoting bilateral relations between Spain and India under the coordination of the Spanish Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And this event exemplifies indeed the mutual interest of strengthening our economic ties and facilitating productive business cooperation between Spain and India. West Bengal has emerged as a key economic hub in India. It offers many investment opportunities in many sectors: energy, healthcare, infrastructure, tourism, agriculture, education, among others. And this diverse landscape reflects West Bengal's ambition for sustainable development, making it an attractive destination for Spanish business and investors. I like your claim. Bengal means business, and I'm very impressed with the companies that came here with the Chief Minister to visit Spain. And Spanish companies, we have a strong track record in international business expansion, and I think we are eager to explore partnerships and invest in West Bengal. Spain is well known. It can offer world-class infrastructure, a skilled workforce, and a diverse economy with various key sectors, including renewable energy, tourism, sustainability, or automotive industry. The relationship between Spain and India, supported by organizations like the Spanish-India Council Foundation, it's a remarkable example of how nations can come together to achieve mutual economic prosperity. This conference represents an important step in that direction, fostering bilateral cooperation and facilitating business opportunities. It is an occasion to connect, exchange ideas, and create business partnerships that will mutually benefit West Bengal and Madrid, as well as India and Spain. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Juan Ignacio Entrecanales. We now request Mr. Sourabh Ganguly to address us. As we said, he is not only a cricket legend of India, former captain of the Indian cricket team, he also blends professionalism, sports, and creative economy for India from the soil of Bengal.
Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamta Didi, Mr. Dinesh Patnaik, the Ambassador to Spain, distinguished guests on the dais, people from the state of West Bengal, our very own West Bengal business people, business houses, distinguished guests from the Spanish community, the Spanish business community. I will not take much of your time because you had a lot of speakers over the last one and a half hours who've showcased the state of West Bengal to your part of the world. I've been a sportsman all my life, but a sportsman who had a business background in the family. We started 55 years ago when my grandfather started a small business in the state of West Bengal, and that provided us so much support to achieve what we have achieved over a long period of time. As we sit in this wonderful room among so many delegates from Spain and the city of West Bengal and the state of West Bengal and the city of Kolkata, there's so many young faces which I see in this room who've actually grown over the years living in the state of West Bengal and taking their businesses forward. They are not just successful in Bengal, but they're successful all over the country. So it's a state which helps in progress. It's a state which invites you to come to that part of the world and invest with safety in West Bengal. The reason why Honorable Chief Minister and the delegates are here, in a trip to Madrid and Barcelona and then to the UAE, is to showcase to you that they really mean business. They are interested in the development of the state. They are interested in the development of the youth of the state, because when you invest, when you bring in business, the biggest beneficiaries are the young boys and girls who spend so much time on their education and want to have their careers. So when you invest in our state, it's not just bringing in the money, it's not just business, it's not just profit and losses, but it's also about shaping so many careers in the state. I remember holding a small development program 5 years ago on the request of Honorable Chief Minister in the MSME sector. I was completely new to business, and she said if you could be a part of the 7-week program, and I agreed to do it. And I was just amazed to see the talent and the interest, and how small boys and girls and entrepreneurs from the villages who come up with special ideas and to create a life of their own. Business does not mean the billions and the millions only. It's also about the small sectors who make their lives and their careers through various aspects, which was actually a huge eye-opener to me. We are a state, as you have heard from various business people who've spent a lot of time in the state of West Bengal, with so many opportunities, as they say. They've spoken about the MSME, the manufacturing industry, the leather industry, the textiles, the agriculture. Education is a very, very important segment of our part of West Bengal because of the bright students. It's a sector which has developed immensely, which provides a platform for young students to develop their careers. It's a state of culture. It's a state of entertainment, because I've seen all three of them: sports, culture, entertainment. Personally, I've been involved over a long period of time. It's a state where culture blends in with entertainment, with sports. Sports is an amazing industry, and the Spanish football, which speaks about billions and billions of euros. We have a gentleman in the room who was a part of a 10 billion sports industry in the state of West Bengal and in India. It's not just about football, it's about cricket. We have two teams, I wouldn't say two teams, but two very closely connected people from Bengal who are a part of the 10 billion industry of sports. So it's not just about the productions or the mines or the jute mills or the power or the energy, but it's about the business of sports also, which has a huge opportunity in our part of the world. And that's why the start of the academy with Spanish football in West Bengal, it's the beginning of something very, very good. And I always keep saying, don't just invest in academies, build the football of the state, because you have so much of experience and so much of technical support. It's a different platform. I know it's a platform for many of you from Spain and India to speak about, but I just take this opportunity to thank Mamta Didi, Divedi Didi, and Vandana ma'am. We've just started building our third steel plant in the state of West Bengal. A lot of us believe that I only played the sport, but we started a small steel plant in 2007, and in the next 5 to 6 months, we will start building our new steel plant in Mednipur. And I must tell you, this is from practical experience, and not because I'm with the Honorable Chief Minister here or the delegates here. The entire process just took 4 or 5 months to complete. So from the bottom of my heart, from my family and friends, I thank you so much for facilitating the entire process, and we will build a state-of-art facility within a year's time in the district of Mednipur. I thank all of you for coming here. Because there's so many important people who have traveled all the way from West Bengal just to showcase our state, and most importantly, showcase the intent of what we want to go back with. And I'm sure they'll go back with a lot of happy memories from after meeting all of you, and hopefully you will keep coming back to our state, because all I can tell you that you will not go back disappointed. Yes, there will be hindrances, there will be minor issues, but they will make sure that they are all solved, and you go back with the reason you have come for. So thank you so much, Didi, for inviting me here. I thoroughly enjoyed the afternoon yesterday with the La Liga president and the football fraternity here. because this country is famous for everything, but most famous for football. So thank you so much for having me. And it's my first visit to Madrid. I've been to Barcelona because I kept running after Messi to watch him play football. But it's my first visit to Madrid, and it's really, really a beautiful city. So thank you so much for having, and hope you have a good time for the remaining days. Thank you so much.
Before we request and invite Her Excellency, the Honorable Chief Minister of West Bengal to speak here, a few quick brass tacks figures to set the context of her speech. In the last 12 years, during the period in which she is governing West Bengal, there has been 3.5 times increase in GSDP from US $55.5 billion in 2010-11 to US $187.34 billion in 2022-23. At present, West Bengal is India's fourth largest economy, thanks to her leadership and initiatives in terms of net value added. Bengal's GDP will be more than 200 billion euros in 2023-24. She is creating wealth, employment, and entrepreneurship, not only to provide social security to 110 million of people that she governs in West Bengal, but also to ensure overall resurgence of West Bengal, for which she has come all the way from that place to Spain in this Bengal Means Business Conference. Her Excellency, Honorable Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee.
Buenos dias. Good day to all of you. My Chief Secretary, Mr. Dwivedi, our Indian Ambassador, Your Excellency, Mr. Dinesh Patnaik, my CMO Advisor, Alapon Bandyopadhyay, Industry Secretary, Bandana, Saurabh Ganguly, our sports icon, Mehul, the Chairman of Indian Chamber of Commerce, and there are some representatives came from CII, Bengal also, the FICCI also, all the industrial friends, Mr. Jaime Mantova, International Director, Spain Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Donoso, Director General International Trade and Investment, President Spain Indian Council Foundation, delegates from India, from all the fraternity, and also my good friends from Spain. I love Spain because we are very much familiar. You know, like Spain, you love art, culture, painting, football. Like you, we have the similar type of cultural activity. And who doesn't know the Picasso, name of the Picasso? It is in everywhere. So in that way, paintings, you conquer the world. La Liga, everybody knows. And when there is a World Cup football, all the people, they will be watching either Ronaldo or this Messi. He's so popular. Even once Pele died, now we remember him because he went to Calcutta. Messi also recently went to Calcutta. But I want that La Liga is already, they say that they will set up a football academy. within a month or two, because we want that they should give us the training, the skills of our young generations, the kids, so that with the help of Spain football, we may come up with a great hope and scope. It was that Indian cricket, where Saurabh was a president some times ago, and he was the best cricketer also. Our Sachin Tendulkar, Kapil Dev, Saurabh Ganguly, who doesn't know their name, world famous. And I have with my team, with 3 great clubs in Bengal, Mohammedan Sporting, East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, and also Saurabh from the cricket fraternity and also the other sports fraternity. I came with my media persons also. They are also the part of delegation. We have so many industrialists also. They also are friends. Why I have decided to come to Spain? 5 years I have not gone to anywhere. Because you know, COVID pandemic, it destroys the economy. And really it was a very bad type of disease. So many lives are lost. We convey our condolences to all the family members throughout the world. Now, why I was interested for Spain? Let me tell you something. Before 6 months ago, there is a international book fair in Kolkata. It's a very, very familiar, very, very popular, the book fair. It is one of the best book fair in Calcutta. So there I have seen Spain is the partner. And your writer, your author, and Spain was the partner of that book fair. Then they invited me and I assured them, this time if I go anywhere, then I will go first Spain. Because when you became the partner of my international book fair in Kolkata, even they are also present here from Kolkata International Book Fair, I must come to Spain. From that day, it was my decision that certainly I'll go to Spain. And now every year we do the Global Business Summit. It became #1 in the country now. And this 21st, 22nd, 23rd November, this BGBS is coming. I invite all of you to attend. Invest, listen, learn more, and give us some opportunity also to give you some hospitality. What hospitality we are getting from Spain? We are overwhelmed. And other thing is, Bengal is very famous, this International Film Festival. Even that film festival is also coming 5th to 10th December, November. There also you will see that more than 40 to 50 countries, they attend this International Film Festival also. It is #1 in India now. Once Bengal was #1 in manufacturing industry. But because of some other party rule, because India obviously there is a democracy, it is our strength. And we have so many states, different political parties are running the different state. Unity in diversity is our origin. We believe humanism, we believe secularism, We believe women empowerment. We love young generation, our students. And you cannot believe that we don't take care for industry. It is the captain of the industries of Bengal. They take care for industry. We have set up a committee that lead also the industrial people they lead. I'm really honored, and I think it is my proud privilege to be with you today. You spent your time also for us. I convey my greetings, my great regards, my humble regards to you, your industrial team, and also all of your family members. I love my Spain brothers and sisters. I hope best of luck for them. Now, everybody has mentioned about the economic growth and everything. The game changer of Bengal is our skill. It is #1 in India. Power sector. We are setting up now the world's second largest coal complex there, Devchapachmi. Now we have the connectivity, good connectivity. It may be from the airlines, it may be from the helicopter services, it may be we have a deep sea, we have a Royal Bengal tiger, the Sundarban areas, everybody knows that it's a tourism spot. You will be happy to know within these few years, our main festival, Durga Puja, we pray to Eid also, Eid. We love every religions. I cannot say the other parts, but from Bengal parts I'm speaking. We love all religions, all caste, all creed, all community. And if you ask me the social security programs, Bengal is #1. One example I'm giving you, we have started Kanyasri scheme. We take full care for the girl child. From school level to college level to university level, they get all free education. And United Nations, the Public Award Program, we have got #1. I went to Netherlands to receive that prize. And you'll be happy to know that our festival is big one. You have your bull fight. It is your also great one thing. And our also, Durga Puja is a big festival, but we have the Xmas, Christmas time also we like very much. We have a best of relation with all the churches, the mosque, the temple, and others also. And we belong the land where the freedom movement started. From Rabindranath Tagore to Mother Teresa to Amartya Sen to Abhijit Bandyopadhyay, there are so many Nobel laureates. They are also from Bengal. And recently you have seen that how India landed the moon. And can you imagine that out of the team, 40% from Bengal, the scientists and the researchers. It's really excellent. We are proud of them. And Bengal, we have the deep port sea, we have the port, we have the railway connectivity, because I was a railway minister twice of Government of India. So I have connected all the railway lines that time. So railway is also there. Deep forest is also there. And now you'll be happy to know that UNESCO announces our Durga Puja festival. It is an intangible heritage. And West Bengal is the destination for the tourism, for the tourist. UNESCO already announced. Like you, we have so many heritage building also. We maintain that. So from agriculture to industry, education to health, and social security, we give 99% family. We give free food. We give free education. We give free health care. Even if somebody died, we give the help so that they should not suffer because they are the poor. We love poor people. They are the main foundation of the world. If you don't love the poor people, you cannot develop. So, Rabindranath Tagore, I quote, he said that, give me the strength never to disown the poor or bend my knees before insolent might, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. Banglar mati, Banglar jol. So Bengal is a state, talent is in everywhere. If you see NASA, 50% people are from Bengal. If you see UK, if you see Canada, if you see Australia, if you see USA, all our young generation, all they are going there. And they are actual, even data science, data research, IT, how they are doing, you cannot imagine. Our talent is very high. Like you, Bengal is the cultural capital of India. And that's why we are proud of it. Today I went to see the museum, your museum, painting museum, where Picasso's photo is there. And all the Bengal people, they know all of you. So I will request you that we have already mentioned that every sector, we are very bright and right. We have the land policy, we have the land map policy, we have the land bank. We give social security to everybody. And women empowerment, we are number one. Even if somebody married, we give the money. If any unorganized sector labor died, we give the compensation. If any farmers died, we give the compensation. Even women, there is a program called Lakshmi Bhandar. Women empowerment, we give the pocket money even to women, free. So that they should be self-sufficient and they can think, yes, I have the dignity. I want to survive with my dignity. That all the programs are there. And that's why I will request, my humble request will be to all of you, at least you come and see. And we have the synergy program. Within a single window, we clear all the projects. I'm very happy that your best club, popular in the world, #1, La Liga yesterday signed MOU, our exchange program, to set up a football academy in Bengal. And also yesterday, this Zara company also came. They also asked 100 acres of land to set up their manufacturing units because we have the textile. We have the power, pre-power, means 24/7 power. We have the coal, we have the steel, we have the sea, we have the forest, we have the heritage, so many things. We have the culture, our education also. Within 12 years, we have set up 42 new universities, so many colleges, model school, institution. And one example only I want to give you, that when we came in power, that time our institutional this delivered system, it was only 60%. Now it became 99%. There are so many isolated areas where people cannot go. So we have started transit system. When the women be the pregnant, we bring them in front of hospital. There is a transit camps. From there, the doctors take care, and whenever necessary, they just sit at the hospital. It is just adjacent, it is just nearest. So everything is there. Only we want your affection, your love. And please see that West Bengal is your home. What I feel today, Spain is my home. When I am here, it is my sweet home. I love your food, I love your culture, I love your dignity, I love everything. And I will learn so many things from Spain. Like this, please do come. We have every infrastructure. Only your presence is required. Please do come and invest Bengal. And if you are not able to invest Bengal, at least try to see that how many MOU has been signed in that meeting and exchange of program, from sports to culture to education to film industry to cultural industry, the sports industry, every industry. And I am proud to say that we have so many women entrepreneurs. We have about 90 millions, the small scale industry. Leather, we are number one. Leather industry. Textile, we are number one. Skill, we are number one. Small sector, we are number one. Ease of doing business, we are number one. What do you want more? Only the thing that you have to come and give us your affections. And if you see that it is proper, it suits you. Now the world has become a small family. So everybody is together. Come and invest Bengal. This will be my request to you. I must thanks to Spain Chamber of Commerce and the Indian Chamber of Commerce to organize this function. And especially Bandana also worked very hard. My Chief Secretary, my CMO advisor Alapon Bandyopadhyay, and others also. So I thank to everybody. And with this invitation, I'll tell you that thank you so much. Gracias. Long live Spain and India's friendship. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chief Minister. Now, vote of thanks by Mr. Mehul Mohanka, President, Indian Chamber of Commerce.
Good afternoon. I believe lunch is served, and I'm the one keeping you back from it, so I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible. Honorable Chief Minister, Ms. Banerjee, Chief Secretary, Mr. Dwivedi, His Excellency, Mr. Patnaik, the Maharaja of Indian cricket, Mr. Ganguly, dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. We are living in times that press on the need to focus on growth that is sustainable, kinder to our ecology, and at the same time remains inclusive. We are here today at a platform like this to co-opt such demands and strategize effectively in a manner that may encourage and promote a symbiotic synergy between Bengal and Spain. We from West Bengal are extremely happy to be here among our Spanish business counterparts. This visit is an eye-opener for us, and we have realized the huge potential for collaboration between India, particularly West Bengal and Spain. Under the leadership of our dynamic Chief Minister, Ms. Banerjee, West Bengal has grown to become one of the most investment-friendly states in the country. The presence of an ambient business environment complemented by stable law and order situation makes it one of the most favored business destinations. Football unifies Bengal and Spain in passion and in play, on the field and in business. Bengal has been the epicenter of soccer energy in India. Bengal has for long been hailed as the cultural capital of the country, and the legacy of Bengal School of Art remains unparalleled in this context. This has been a source of inspiration for Spanish artists such as Pablo Picasso, who studied and even procured Kalikat Patachitras, an influence seen in much of his works, and dwell on the folk trail of these inspirations. The state of Bengal is poised to take the great leap forward towards the direction of bigger and better development. It is growing as a lucrative business destination, and I hope exercises like this between your country and our state affords us a medium to share possibilities and support initiatives to make growth among the communities viable, reliable, and profitable. On behalf of the Indian Chamber of Commerce, I would like to thank our chamber partners, CEOE, Spain Chamber of Commerce, Mincotour, Spain-India Council Foundation, and most importantly, the Indian Embassy. May I also thank all the esteemed dignitaries on the dais, delegates, members of the business delegation accompanying us, and the media for your presence here today. Thank you so much.
The program comes to an end. Thank you.